ball and no strike. Aaron waiting, the outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone.
Give us just a little teaser on what happened with Jayson Williams while you were in court testifying. Did you feel like you were telling on him, or what was the situation?
Well, personally, I wasn't telling on anybody. I was protecting myself and my life. Okay. And secondly, I'm just not the type of guy. People call me snitch. People call me whatever. I don't give a damn about what you call me. I'm not finna take the lick for nobody who did something that they need to take their own lick for. If I had done something, then I'm fully well responsible to take whatever punishment or whatever comes along with doing that. But just for me to take somebody else's mistake and go on by my life and I be punished for it, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Hey, let me add something to that.
Yeah.
I remember I seen that on TV, and I called Benoit. I said, Benoit, man, what are you doing? And Benoit said, man, I told that fool to quit playing with the gun. He said, man, he always did that, and he shouldn't have did it, and now look what happened. He said, man, I'm not taking the fall for that guy. We try to stop him before it even happened.
Wow, I didn't know you were right there, Kev, during that time. I didn't know you knew.
I wasn't there. I'm talking about over the phone, fool.
Yeah, but I didn't even know you knew him that way at that time. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's self-defense. That's not if someone's trying to throw you under the bus and they know damn well they did something, but you end up having.
That was stupid. I don't know how he thought that they weren't going to get caught.
It's a no-brainer.
What were they trying to pressure you with in terms of time? Did they threaten you with any time, or did you just have to? But if they start threatening you with time, that might change your mind.
Well, his side, they wanted me to agree with whatever he was saying, and the detectives, the state police, they was interrogating me, and they said, well, you know, you was the one that was there. How we know that you didn't shoot him, so on and so forth, and you know, they started telling me about 7 or 8 charges that I could possibly face, because we were quiet all the way up until then. And so we was in the New Jersey barracks probably for about a day and a half being interrogated, so on and so forth. So when they came at me and told me, well, you know, we're going to consider bringing charges against you for, you know, so and so and so and so, and you know.
Just you, or was it someone else they considered putting charges on?
I know you was like, hell fucking no. I know they told your country ass some charges. Like, nigga, what?
So, at that point, you know, Jayson had made his deal with whoever, whatever, and I guess paid all of them off to be on his side or whatever. Everybody was on his side but me. I was the only lone wolf. And when they said they was gonna charge me with all these different charges, I said, well, no. Maybe I need to retract my statement and really tell you what really went on. Okay, and at that point, I told them I wanted immunity, and they granted me immunity, and I testified with the state of New Jersey. Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted people to think that Gus shot himself.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, with a shotgun.
With a shotgun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, see,
were you intoxicated at the time after the fact, trying to cover up in everybody's eye? Was it that kind of scene?
What the fuck he jump in the swimming pool for? Why do you do that?
Well,
to wash away DNA.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I was on that Louis the 13th, so I had me like a couple of shots of that. at his restaurant called the Chalet. He had invited all us to his estate. So during the time I was playing with Jersey, he was building this grand estate, and we never got a chance to see it. So we playing for the Globetrotters. We was on tour, and we had did a show in what was it, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Well, Wilt got scored 100 points. So everybody talk about basketball, this, that, other, LeBron, this, that, George. Ain't nobody never scored no 100 points. And anyway, we went to the Chalet, and we had dinner, and he sent a van to get us after the show. And the guy that was driving the van name was Gus Christophe. Gus was I guess about 70 plus middle-aged Italian, real cool people. Just happened to be around some true athletes. Jason was there, and we had played together in Jersey, me, and then Chris Morris was on the team as well. So he wanted to really high sign. So when you got money, you don't call it high signing, but he wanted us to, he was flossing something. So it wasn't no thing to me. So I was like, okay, he wants to ride his Bentley, so on and so forth. So we got to the state, and he wanted to show us, the property. So we seen the outside part of the property first. They had lakes and all kind of the cross courts and basketball, everything. I mean, it was a very nice estate, and finally got back to the house, and so we was in his, I think his office, which is attached to his bedroom, and we went back there, and it was me, him, and Gus, and so and so Gus was like standing out to the right, and I was over there by Jayson, and Jayson was I was right behind Jayson, really shadowing him. And why he wanted to go to the gun case, and he was talking about them guns, and I said, well, shit, I don't like fucking with no guns no way, so leave him the hell alone, so on and so forth. But he wanted to fuck with his gun, so fuck around, got the gun. He was intoxicated of different types of intoxicants, and he went got the got the gun and swung it around. And me, I'm standing over his shoulder, and all of a sudden he want to play with the gun, and so the gun was like broken down at first, and it had a shell in there, and he didn't see it. And so me being as tall as I am, I could kind of see over the over his left shoulder. So I was trying to tell him, Jayson, you got a shell in there, but I couldn't even get the J out. I said J. And by the time I got that J out, he had flicked that gun up, and it had went off right on Gus's left side and blew all of his right side out. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, I just know that I haven't just heard and witnessed what I think I have, but Gus fell. Here come everybody, and everybody heard the shot. Everybody come running in the bedroom. So they're like, well, what the hell going on? And so at that particular time, Jayson think he's smarter than everybody, trying to manipulate the crime scene, so on and so forth. So I just quite frankly told him, I said, look, I said, dude, you need to you need to you need to leave that. You need to leave that. You need to go call 911, and you need to leave everything alone because
Hey,
uh, because forensic science is too high tech and too precise for you to think that you're smarter than what it is. So me being the type of guy that I am, I'm tipping around the scene. I'm tipping on my tiptoes because I don't want to have no incriminating evidence, from my standpoint, of being on that scene. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm tipping around the scene, and I tell Jason, I say, uh, we stand up there talking, and I say, so what you gonna do? I'm gonna say commit suicide. I say, how the fuck you think somebody can commit suicide with a shotgun, dude? You know how you sound, bro? I say that sounds stupid.
And they gonna measure the angle. It's
Hold
just
on,
dumb.
wait, wait. So then I told him, I said, well, they're gonna test your hands for gunshot residue. And the only way you can get rid of that is through chlorine, you know. And so that's what made him jump in the damn pool.
Oh, so you was kind of smart, man.
Yeah.
Hey, hey,
So
Ben.
No,
All
you
he
so
trying to
lasted
help him, dude.
48
You
hours.
hold
trying to
up,
He
help
left
him, dude.
48 hours.
hold up. So after he jumped in the pool, he came back some minutes later. Um, After he had changed clothes, whatever. Me and a guy by the name of Paul Gaffney, they called him Showtime at the Globetrotters. We was trying to apply pressure to the room, and we was praying for Gus and so on and so forth. But Gus was rich enough, help me. So basically, me and Paul Gaffney, Showtime, was the two guys that seen Gus take his last breath. Okay. Now this whole time, Jason he ain't called 911 or nothing. Still ain't called 911. So after seeing all this, I'm like, well, shit. I heard of people killing everybody trying to get rid of the witnesses, so on and so forth. So
Ah,
I started looking for me a way out. So I grabbed my right knee and said, shit, if this mother, if he gonna kill me, he gonna have to catch me. So shit, so I started looking for me a way out.
hey, but that's
By that time, I guess he had came down off what he was on, and they called 911. And then, the people got there, from the state investigator, and they asked us. First of all, they made all of us sit in where they took him first, and they made all of us sit in the big formal dining room. So anyway, they kept coming in and asking us what had happened, and I can't even remember what I said, but we all was on one accord, in that room. And then the detective came and said, well, something just not adding up. And so then when he came and said that, he took us all to the barracks and separated us. Then he wanted to question all of us, the different detectives wanted to question each and every last one of us that was there. It was about 67 of us that was there, you know. But I was the last one to I would I wouldn't give it up until they wanted to charge me. And then I just I was not gonna bear no one else charges for something that they had did. So
so.
you know.
So he ended up getting what, 5 years?
Yeah, he got 5 years or something for manslaughter or something, and he did 16 months or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say he only did 16
Oh,
months.
that was cool. Shit, you could have rolled that out with him.
No, I wasn't no ride out shit.
Hey, hey. Now
Did
you
you have
see
to spend?
why
Did you have
they
to
keep.
spend any
Now
time
you
in
see.
jail on that case? Did you have to spend 1 day in jail on that case? Did you have to spend any
Who?
time? Did you have to spend any
No,
jail time on the case?
no, I
Oh,
didn't. No, I
You,
didn't. No, I didn't. I lost my contract with the Globetrotters, but after that, I didn't
well,
spend no time. No, I didn't.
why did you lose your contract? And how much was it for?
Well, yeah, was you making any money with him?
thanks, Misha G.
Well, I was, and yeah, I had $100,000 contract with the Globetrotters at the time, probably one of the biggest ones, and I was one of the players. The Globetrotters, I was one of the competitive players, and what we did was we went in there and ran the score up so that they can come on and do the tricks. So That's what we did. We would run up the score so that the other guys could come on and do the show part of the show. So all the tricks.
Tell them a little bit about that story about how you got to the New Jersey Nets and the Jayson Williams contract should have been your position. You should have been the number one slot.
Well, I was negotiating the contract and different things happened, and I had to forfeit my. Well, I didn't forfeit anything because I wasn't on contract, but some mitigating circumstances occurred to where I didn't get my portion of that contract that he got. So it happened, and life had to go on.
Right, but Jayson, you were supposed to get a big chunk of the money that he got.
Yeah, I was.
Other than the mitigating circumstances that we can't discuss, we can't talk about a little bit about the mitigating circumstances.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
All right,
I don't want to talk about no.
I mean,
Hey, Benoit, now you see why some people kill the witnesses. The problem is,
they weren't killing me.
The problem is he would have had a murder with that manslaughter had he did that.
Yeah, well, he wasn't gonna have nothing with me because I wasn't gonna be there.
Down goes Frazier. The heavyweight champion is taking the mandatory 8 count, and Foreman is as poised as can be in a neutral corner.
Jerry.